Here with Ben Miller following a pretty tough 76-72 win over Columbus State tonight. Coach, you get on the board in PBC play. This game came down to the final minute. Talk about your thoughts coming out of it.
Great Peach Belt game. I think two really good teams going at it, back and forth, both ways. I mean, neither team could really get a breathing room, but they're really talented. I thought we really struggled against Arizona in the first half. Second half, we were a little more effective, getting better shots, and we just got stagnant that first half. And it showed with our offense. But defensively, we got some stops when we needed to late, and just made a couple more plays than they did. But congratulate them too; they fought really hard.
Talk about up and down emotions. Quamaine Rose steals the ball on the other end of the court to sort of save the game for you. Then the inbounds pass, step out of bounds, turn it back over to them. I mean, what were you going through on the sideline there?
Well, we left the timeout. We had 3 timeouts left. So, he felt Griff was open. Obviously, he wasn't. I think their guy made a good defensive play and recovery. I think he was open, but their guy reached around and knocked it off Griff. So, good play by them, but we got to execute a little better in that situation.
Right. Let's talk about the team stats in this one. You did out-rebound Columbus State 44-40 tonight. As we talked about coming up the hallway here, let's see, 49 combined fouls in this game, 57 combined free throw shots, and 32 combined turnovers. What do you work on in practice now?
Well, we don't have a lot of time. I mean, it was kind of an ugly game.
Right.
A lot of fouls. It's kind of different. Monday it was, they let a little more contact go. So, but you got to adjust. Games are going to be called differently, and they were calling it tight, and we had to adjust. But fortunately, we were able to knock in some free throws and continue to get to the free throw line. But you just got to keep your composure in a game like that and understand that sometimes it's going to be a little ugly, and you just got to keep grinding and play through it.
Let's talk about the individual 5 players in double figures tonight. Had Ben Jacobs with 11, Brandon Watts with 11, Quamaine Rose 15, Griffin Pittman 13, and a big night from Brandon Whitford, 19 points, 8 rebounds, 8 for 10 shooting from the field. He really gave you some solid minutes tonight.
Yeah. I tell you, he and Ben and Cordenbrock, those guys, well, Cordenbrock didn't tonight, but those guys were all shooting, close to 60% and, are up there in the league standings in field goal percentage. We just got to continue to get them shots. I think, I told Brandon it's important for him to try to get double-digit shots every game. Ben only got 5, but, that was with some foul trouble too. I think if Ben had been able to play a little bit more, he would have had a couple more buckets. But when he was in there, he was really effective, and he had a big-time charge late in the game. Like you said, Q made a big play. Everybody that hit the floor. Cordenbrock, even though he didn't get the ball in the basket, he did make a couple free throws, and he got 7 rebounds for us. It was really big as well.
Let's talk about the stretch over the last 3 weeks for you. Wingate, Fayetteville State, Lander, who ended up being a loss on the road. Then you come back, beat Mount Olive, a top 10 team on Monday. Now you face a team that this game could have gone either way tonight. How does that prepare you for the rest of the season?
It's Peach Belt basketball, and we try to schedule non-conference to get you ready. But Peach Belt's a different level, and every night's tough. We got a great team coming in here Saturday in Georgia College. They just got a big win at Aiken, and we're going to have to fight like crazy, to have a chance to win that game as well. But that's how it is in this league, and you got to be ready for it every night.